Good morning, students. Today we are going to read the elastic and inelastic demand, calculating revenue in the topic of elasticity of demand in the subject of economics O levels. So concentrate yourself. The total revenues formula is price per unit multiplied by quantity sold. So this is the formula. Whenever we will put values into the formula, we will get the total revenue. That is price per unit multiplied by quantity sold. So total revenue is the sum of the money received from the sale of the product. And here we are going to discuss different cases. So the first case is perfectly elastic demand. If elasticity is infinity, this is the sign of the infinity, demand is perfectly elastic. So if elasticity is infinity, demand is perfectly elastic. This is merely a theoretical situation. When P1 is equal to P2 stays constant, but quantity changes. You can see here quantity changes, but price remains the same. The graphical representation of the perfectly elastic demand is, so whenever the price remains same, quantity goes on changing and changing. This is a merely theoretical situation. At the price P, an equilibrium quantity will be demanded at a price that is only slightly above P. None will be demanded. So, whenever the price is slightly above, none will be demanded because the quantity is demanded on that particular price. That means there is a complete infinite responsiveness. The total revenue will be zero for any small increase in the price. So whatever the revenue that is getting is on that particular price. So if the price is slightly increased, the revenue will be zero because nothing will be demanded on that price. The next case that we are going to read is the elastic demand. The quantity demanded is relatively responsive to changes in a price. So this is the quantity demanded that is relatively responsive. So if there is a change in price, the quantity demanded will be responded. If elasticity is greater than 1, demand is elastic. An increase in the price will lead to a fall in total revenue and vice versa. So if the price is increased, demand will be decreased. And if price is decreased, demand will be increased. A 1% change in the price causes more than 1% change in the quantity demanded. So look now, at price 4, the quantity demanded is 10, but when the price is slightly increased from 4 to 5, the quantity demanded is 6. So a 1% change in the price causes more than 1% change in the quantity demanded. So look now, total revenue at 4 will be 4 into 10. So that is 40 pound. But when the price is increased from 4 to 5, so quantity demanded will be 6. So the total revenue is 5 into 6. So 5 into 6 is 30. So you can see when the price is increased, revenue is decreased. An increase in price has led to fall in the revenue. The next case that we are going to read is the unitary elasticity. Quantity demanded is proportionality responsive at every price change. That is, a 1% change in quantity demanded causes a 1% change in the price. So whatever the percentage change of the price, that will be equal to the same percentage change in the quantity demanded. If elasticity is equal to 1, then demand is said to be unitary elastic. In case of a unit elastic demand, the total revenue does not change when the price goes up or down, because the percentage change in the price is equal to percentage change in the demand. That's why the revenue does not change, either the whether the price goes up or down. So revenue will remain same. So look now, when the price was 5, quantity demanded was 10. So look now, total revenue was 5 into 10. That was 50 pound. And when the price was increased from 5 to 10 pound, so the quantity demanded was 5. So the total revenue is 10 into 5. So it means 50 pound is the total revenue. So you can see the revenue will remain same whether the price go up or down. It is a common sense to assume that the unitary elasticity employs a straight linear demand curve, but it is wrong. A unitary elastic demand curve is a curved demand curve, rectangular hyperbola like this one. The next topic, the next type that we are going to read is the inelastic demand. Quantity demanded is relatively non-responsive to changes in the price. For example, bread, petrol, etc. So these are the necessities on which there is no effect. So whether the prices go up or down, so actually you have to purchase these things because these are the necessities of the life, and there will not be a big change. So a 1% increase in the price brings about a smaller decrease in the quantity demanded. If elasticity is between 0 and 1, demand is inelastic. An increase in the price leads to an increase in the total revenue and vice versa. A 1% increase in the price brings about a smaller decrease in the quantity demanded because these are the necessities of the life, and these will have to be purchased whether the price go up or down. So there will be a very minor change. So you can see here, when the price was 4 pound, the quantity demanded was 10. So 4 into 10 was the total revenue. When the price go up from 4 to 6, the quantity demanded was 9. So the total revenue is 6 into 9. So 54 pound was the total revenue. So you can see an increase in the price leads to an increase in the total revenue. The next case that we are going to read is the perfectly inelastic. This is an other extreme situation. For any percentage change in the price, the quantity demanded remains the same. So this is against the common sense rather. So this is the extreme case. The prices go up or down, the quantity demanded will be remain same. This type of the case is called perfectly inelastic. The change in the quantity is 0. So the numerical value of the perfectly inelastic demand is 0. Elasticity is 0. Demand is perfectly inelastic. An increase in the price leads to an equivalent increase in the total revenue. If the price increases by 10%, the total revenue will increase by 10% as the quantity demanded does not change. And this is the figure of this case. You can see the prices are increasing, but the quantity demanded is the remains same. And look here, this is very important point. This can be the case of some essential medicines. The quantity bought is the one prescribed by the doctor. The demand cannot be reduced, otherwise one's life might be endangered. And this is a very important table. Numerical value of the elasticity, and here is the price elasticity of the demand category. If the numerical value of the elasticity is infinity, the price elasticity of the demand category will be perfectly elastic demand. If the numerical value of the elasticity is between 1 and infinity, price elasticity of the demand category will be elastic demand. If the numerical value of the elasticity is equal to 1, price elasticity of demand category will be unit elastic demand. If the numerical value of the elasticity is between 0 and 1, the price elasticity of the demand category will be inelastic demand. And if the numerical value of the elasticity is equal to 0, price elasticity of demand will be perfectly inelastic demand. So this was the lecture, students. I hope so this will be much more easier for you to understand now. So read this lecture again, understand it, learn it, and make your notes. Thank you so much.